So, students, we are now in the lecture. In the last lecture, you know very well that we have seen Bayes theorem, and also we have seen some of the examples. Now let us see more examples. But before solving the example, I hope that you must have practiced the examples which I have explained to you in that lecture very well. So now the coming examples will become very easy for you to understand. Okay? Now let us see one example which was asked in GTU examination. State Bayes theorem a microchip company has microchip company has two machines that produce the chips. Machine 1 produces 65% of the chips, but 5% of its chips are defective. Machine 2 produces 35% of the chips and 15% of the chips are defective. A chip is selected at random, and found to be defective. What is the probability that it came from machine 1? So friends, here you can see that the statement of the question is very lengthy, but the solution is not very difficult. It is very simple. So in the solution, first of all, it is asked statement of the Bayes theorem. So Bayes theorem you can write as I have stated in the last lecture. So I will not repeat it again, but we want to use here Bayes theorem to find out the solution. Here we are given two machines, machine 1 and machine 2. That means we will assume, and here we want to select a chip at random. So, and which is to be defective. So first of all, we assume the event name A, that the selected chip is defective. Now, we will assume the event names B1 and B2 for the production on machine 1 and machine 2 respectively. So let B1 is the event that chip is produced by machine 1. Here you can give any names. Instead of B1 and B2, you can also write C, capital D, etc. B2 is say produced by machine 2. So from the given data, the capacity of from the given data, we have the capacity of production of machine B. It is given is 65%. That means probability will be 0.65. Okay, and same the probability of B2. That means the machine by machine B2 is 0.35. Now it is also given that the chip 5% of the chips are defective, which is produced among the total chips produced by machine 1. So here we have assumed for defective items as event A. So event A is happening after the production by B1. Therefore we have probability of A by B1. That means now we have the probability of A is given. That means defective item is given, and this is happen only after happening of B1. And this is 5%. That means 0.05. Similarly, we have probability of defective items produced by machine B2 is 0.15 because it is 15%. Now we want to find out that the selected defective item must be produced by machine 1. So now defective item is selected. So we want to find the chances that this defective chip is produced by machine 1. That means we want to find out probability of B1 by A, because A has happened already and now we want to find out B1. That means it is the case of reverse probability, inverse of the probability. And this we can find out very easily because we have the already formula by, we have a Bayes theorem, PB1 by into PA by B1 divided by PB1 into PA by B1 plus PB2 into PA by B2. And we are given already, we are given the values of the probabilities whichever we are required. You can put these values and calculate the final answer. It will be 0.3824. So you can practice yourself. So similarly, if it is asked that what is the probability that it came from machine 2, then you can write here probability of B2 by A. And here you will have to write down B2, probability of B2 and probability of A by B2. The denominator will be same. Okay. Instead of this, in the same example, if you are asked that what is the probability that the selected item is defective, what is the probability that the selected item, that is selected chip, is defective? That means we have to find out only probability of A. That means we want to find out that the selected item is defective. So we will find out probability of A. If it is asked, then in this question it is not asked, but sometimes if the question is changed and we are asked to find out probability of A, then probability of A is nothing but probability. This is the denominator, which also I discussed to you in the last lecture. B2 into probability of A by B2. Because here is not asked that it is whether it is came from machine 1 or machine 2. Simply it is the question to find out the probability of finding defective chip. Now let us see one more example here. An urn means box, just like box, contains 10 white and 3 black balls. while another urn contains, while another urn contains 3 white and 5 black balls. 3 white and 5 black balls. 2 balls are drawn. 2 balls are drawn from the first urn. And then a ball and put into the second urn. And then a ball is drawn from the later. What is the probability that it is a white ball? So here you can see the problem is very simple, but first of all you require some understanding. We are given here that an urn, that means there are 2 urns are given. First urn contains 10 white balls. So solution, first we will write down the data. First urn contains 10 white ball and 3 black balls, whereas second urn contains 3 white balls and 5 black balls. So we should also note down the data which is given in the question. Here it is given that 2 balls are drawn from the first urn. That means at the first stage we have to draw two balls from the first urn. So 2 balls are of which color? This is not given. So we have different combinations of selecting 2 balls. The first, so here we should write down that we have different combinations during the selection of 2 balls. So first possibility is that from this 1 black and 1 white and 1 black. Second possibility is that both are white, and third possibility is that both are black. So there are 3 possibilities. So we will give them the names. We will consider them as events because this possibility is event 1, event A, this is as event B, and this is event C. So we will write down here A is, B is this one, and C is this one. So there are 3 possibilities. So we can find out the probabilities of A, B, and C. Probability of A can be obtained as among 10 white ball, 1 white ball is selected. So this can be done in 10C1 base into from 3 black ball 1 ball is selected. So 3C1 divided by, here we are using the simple concept of finding probability, simple probability. So there are total 13 balls. So among the 13 balls, total number of outcomes in the sample space will be 13C2. Similarly, here we have probability of B is 2 white balls we want to select, and this can be done among 10 balls, and total are 13 balls. So probability of B is this. Probability of C will be 2 are black balls, so this can be done in 3C2 ways, and total are 13. So these are the probabilities of A, B, and C. Now we go further. The two balls which we have selected from the first urn are put into the second urn. Actually, second urn was containing 3 white and 5 black balls. So now, the number of balls will also change. That means there are total 8 balls. So now it will become 10 balls in the second urn. But the combinations will also be different. So here again we have to consider 3 different combinations. That means now after putting 2 balls in the second urn, we have the first combination is, suppose both one white and one black ball was selected, then we will have now 4 white and 6 black balls. In the second one we will have 2 white balls, that means now 5 white balls and 5 black balls. In the third combination we have 2 black balls, that means 3 white balls and 7 black balls. So these are the cases. Now we want to, a ball is drawn, that means a single ball is drawn from the second letter, that is from the second urn. So one more thing, here we want to find out the draw a single ball from the second urn. So we will denote this probability this by this, we will give this event as the name and this ball should be white ball. So we give this name as the white W. You can also give it as the name D, capital D, etc. So the ball selected is drawn. Selected or drawn is white ball. So this white ball can be done after happening of the first event. That means after happening of the after selecting 2 balls from the first urn. So we will have to find out the probability of W by A, probability of W by B, probability of W by C. These 3 probabilities we can determine because we have 3 different possibilities. This possibility is based on event A. So after happening event A, we want to find out the probability of white ball. C. We want to find out probability of white ball after happening of A. So here now we have 4 white balls are there. So this can be done in 4C1. And total are 10 balls. So 10C1. Here again, after happening of event B, we have now 5 white balls. So this can be done in 5C1 divided by 10C1. There are total 10 balls. Here it is after happening of event C. So there are 3 white balls. So 3C1 divided by 10C1. So we have obtained these probabilities from the problem. Now we want to find out probability. These are the probability of drawing white ball after happening of A, after happening of B and after happening of C. But now we want to find out probability of drawing a white ball in general case. And this can be done as PW. Just in last example I explained you at the end of the example that to find how to find out PA, and PA equal to I have written a denominator company. So this is nothing but PA into P W by A plus PB into PW by B plus PC into PW by C. And you can put the values we are given over here, PA, PB, PC and P this one, and then find out the required value. You will get this equal to 59 by 130. You can find out these values very easily. 10C1 is 10, 3C1 is 3 and 30C2 is 13 into 12 divided by 2, that means divided by 2. So you can find out in this way. This also you can find out very easily. 4C1 by 4. So sorry, here is 10C2. Sorry, 10C1. One ball is already selected. So 4 by 10. Here it is 5C1 is 5 divided by 10. Here is 3C1 is 3 by 10. Here again you can find out 3C2 means 3. And the 13C2 means 13 into 12 divided by 2. So you can find out these values and calculate the final answer. Okay. So this problem is also very simple and you can solve yourself. Once again here I am telling you that you must get practice of this example, because this example is very much important to understand. So if this kind of examples asked in your examination, then you can solve them very easily. Okay. Now let us see one more example based on Bayes' theorem. Because here Bayes' theorem and its examples are very important because it has the weightage of 5 to 7 marks. So you must get practice, because within few minutes you can secure maximum marks from this example. Now let us see one more example. It came to know that the marks given by a certain examiner given by a certain examiner. Here, as I told you, the statement is very lengthy, but the solution is not so lengthy. It is very simple. Certain examiner is correct in 90% of the cases. Is correct in 90% of the cases. Suppose that 40% of the answer books. Suppose that 40% of the answer books are given to the examiner. Given to the examiner, which can be given full marks